What's up, guys? Sadaki here again. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining along. Thanks for watching, spending your time. I know it's very precious, and I know we don't know how much time we got left. But, I just want to talk to you guys about something. So, let's picture a scale, right? There's an extreme one end, extreme other end. And, of course, there's an invisible line that connects the two together, right? Then, of course, you got a definite in between, and you got little increment markers, just like a ruler, in a sense. Now, let's just say I'm going to define this scale as extreme bad human being, extreme good human being. Okay, we with me so far? And then we got a clear middle, which is, you're the best or the worst of both worlds. You're in the middle. And then you got increments this way that go towards good, and you got increments this way, of course, right? Because you got to really take care of those technicalities in life. Not everybody fits supremely into one, or one. There's always people that fall in between or into the small increments, so yeah, excuse me a moment. There's a wasp over there. Hi guys, I'm back. So yeah, that was a wasp, and good lord, I didn't know I was gonna get him on the first hit, but he was still alive. Those things are crazy. They're really resilient. That's the word, resilient. Like the cockroaches after the nuclear holocaust will kill all of us on Earth. The roaches are going to survive and take over the planet. But back on topic. Doom, 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 doom. So we got extreme one, extreme other, right? Oh, shimata. No way, fool around. You gotta be kidding me. Hold up now. Wait a minute. So I'm back, guys. Just smacked the crap out of a baby wasp nest, and there's a wasp right in there with his head stuck inside the nest, and I want to take a crack at it, and I got him. Once again, he's over there on the grass, but I seen a bigger one just swoop on down. Damn. It looked like he liked trouble, eh? But anyways, the extreme one, extreme other end, you got a middle, you got the in-betweens, right? So where do you lie on this scale in terms of being a good human being? And please be honest now. Let's not lie to ourselves, not trick ourselves now. In terms of, you are a really bad human being. You do drugs, you smoke, smoke weed, you do drugs, you drink, but you got friends that do the same thing. You guys are stuck in that really, really, really terrible self-inflicting process of pain on one another, or maybe you do a little bit of both, a little bit of some, one or the other towards the middle. Then you kind of like reforming yourself, or maybe you're just like a little bit of bad, a little bit of good. You did a little bit in the past, you did a little bad in the past, a little bit good in, whatever, but you're not a bad human being. And of course you get into this side where you're a little bit more pure, you're a good human being at heart, and you end up going onto this side, which is extreme, like you're just a good human being. Absolutely just pure good upbringing, good everything, good, traits, good qualities, good standards, good values, good morals, healthy, good friends. You got somewhere you're going in life, you're in college right now, you're doing whatever, you're on track, you're on course. We know those people, right? So where do we lie in there in terms of ourselves? First and foremost, you got to identify where we lie in there. Be honest. Don't lie to yourself. Be honest. Where you lying there? What you been doing with your life so far, man? Where you been lying? Where you lying there? Because where you lying there, more or less, is the bearings of where you lying there is pretty much where you deserve the honor and the privilege of applying for friends, applying for another half. What do I mean when I say that? I mean, simply put, look at who's around you right now as a human being. Look who's around you. Chances are they're the same as you. They do the same activities as you. They hang out the same spots you hang out. They talk in the same lingo that you talk. They dress the same way you dress. They walk the way you walk. They talk the way you talk, Chances are the people that are immediately around you, that you call your family, you call homies, you call brotherhood, you call whatever you call them, they're like you. They're just like you. For better or for worse, they're just like you. They're okay with or they do exactly what you do. If that means good things or if that means bad things, Now, for me, I've gone through just enough experiences to know that where I'm at is not good enough. I want more and better. And, to first know and acknowledge that you're on a part of this scale that isn't healthy, that the only things that you can apply for in terms of platonic or romantic things on your exact coordinates on this scale is not good enough for you. Now, if you're where I'm at in your head, where it's like, that's not good enough. I want better, I want more. Then, of course, you cannot just flick your fingers. You cannot just clap your hands and stomp your feet, expect something to drop from the sky all over me. You can't just do that. Because if you could do that, anybody can just clap their hands, stomp your feet, and go, "Ooh," but it ain't don't work that way, or else everybody will be doing it, right? So how do we just get more? If we want more, we have higher expectations than we did 3 years ago, 4 years ago, because we started off on the crappier end of the spectrum for whatever reason, and we want to inch our way over to halfway point. To do what the human experience is, which is to make progress in our life, to improve ourselves, and to live life, experience it to the fullest, and see the other side and taste the other side. How do we do it? It all starts off with realizing and figuring out where we are in that spectrum, where our coordinates are, what we have around us, and when enough things happen to us, or one day we wake up and realize that, what we have around us isn't good enough, that we want more all of a sudden, we want to become better, then we pretty much pack up whoever's going to be down with that cause, and we take them with us. More or less, that's what happens. Is that, for the homies that end up feeling for you in the heart and in the soul and in the mind, they know what you're trying to do, and they backing you up. Like, you're trying to make a better thing for yourself in your life, and they're trying to back you up. They feel your cause, and they're with you, and they're going to do a reformation of their own life too. Then fine, you guys move up to the higher plane together. But for the ones that fall by the wayside school, we've had those experiences, me personally, where we all jumped on the same bus, but they just chose to stay behind and continue doing what they do. Then they end up getting what they got, and yeah, while they're totally content thinking that that's the best in the world, that's not good enough for me, and that wasn't good enough for whoever jumped on my bus. So we ended up moving on up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. You got to be able to know that you want better, and to put in the work, the energy, and the time to get better. You can't just expect it to happen. You can't just pull those, lie, cheat, and steal, do whatever you're going to do to trick people and play games because you're a player, to get what you want, because that's not fair. If you had any sense of consideration, self-respect, weren't a greedy bastard, or bastet for you females out there, because I experienced one or two at least females in my lifetime that were they're hungry, or whatever the hell it is that makes you numb and cold and lacks a heart on the inside. There's just a black hole there in the place of the heart, where you just get overtaken by your bad experiences, and you feel the whole world needs to be on your level of pain in order for you to just feel better about yourself, whatever the reason that you got caught up or whatever. Then fine, you live your life the way you're gonna live it. That's your right. But by no means do you have any right to pull anybody low on you, to pull them down into your mud. You need to bask in there with the other people who you found out are already in the mud, and you guys are joining each other in the same mud because you guys are there in the same mud. What does that mean? You guys are on the same playing field. You guys are on the same level. That's fine. But for people who want to make the change, who want to make a jump, who want to reform their life, who want to get better in their life, like me, for example, outside of religion or whatever, I just felt the need to do this for whatever means, to find some kind of enlightenment in my life and some kind of goal and drive of my own free will to do something better myself by my own hand. And whoever's with me is with me. Whoever isn't, they get left behind. Especially if getting left behind means I'm making a pass from this side, the dirtier side, to the cleaner side. Obviously, good people don't keep bad people in their lives. Obviously, right? I mean, let's keep it right above on the table, right in the open. Good people don't keep bad people in their lives. Why? Because good people don't gain anything from having a bad person in their life. Good people with morals and values and standards and principles that are guided by those things, they don't keep people who don't have anything guiding them in their lives. There's no gain. But for a bad person, they gain from having more like-minded bad people in their life. They gain from having a good person in life, because a good person's real. A good person's going to stick up for them. A good person's going to do all the stuff that good people do. So keeping that in mind as well, you got to make sure that when you're making this pass, you're understanding that you're leaving behind the old you. You're leaving behind old habits, old stupidities, and friendships that won't make that journey to the good. You got to keep in mind that for once, you have to think about yourself. And if they're real, they'll find a way to stick by you and do the right way of sticking by you. Not trying to loophole or cheat the system, not trying to Bobby loophole the system into tricking you into keeping them around where they don't have to do nothing and they still keep a good friend, someone who's doing good in their life. Because in essence, in the long run, that pulls you down anyways, But case in point, in short, where you at in this scale? If you're not where you want to apply for friends or for a better half or another half, wherever you lie your coordinates on the scale is not good enough for you. Now, this is keeping in mind that you're able to realize that you're ignorant, that you're stupid, that you're making mistakes, and that this is for people that are on this side of the scale, that are trying to make the hop to this side of the scale. For people who are on this side of the scale, they ain't nothing to worry about. You're happy where you are, and you're getting whatever you got, and you're going wherever you're going. It's great. See, people like me, we want to be there. We're trying to change our stars, just like A Knight's Tale. You know, Heath Ledger, we're trying to change our stars. That's people like me. This are people like us right here. We're trying to change our stars. We're not necessarily good human beings on the inside. We're trying to be. That's the people I'm talking about here. You know on the inside that, oh, you ain't good. You weren't born a good person. Oh, you're capable of doing things. And you know better, and you know that's not right. So you're trying to take control of your life again. You're trying to make it right. You're trying to live life right. Whether it's sooner or later, you at least came to the conclusion that where it's going and where it's going to inevitably lead is not good. And you want to turn that path into somewhere that's good. This is for you guys out there. This is what I'm talking about here. That if you're on this side, and you don't like where it's going to take you, because all of a sudden one day you woke up and you have the eyes to see that, oh, this ain't going to be pretty, oh, I'm not going to have a happy ending, you know, then as my personal suggestion that you reevaluate and you reassess where you're at and what you're doing, what's going on, and you do what it takes to make it to the halfway point, which is a really, really, really hard thing. That took me years to get from the doo-doo side to halfway. You know, and of course it's my interpretation of me being on the crappier end, based on my mind and my experiences, what it's defined as the crappier end. It's not necessarily painted black and white like how I painted the examples of extremes, per se, now. But then of course, you know, wherever you're at, you make it to the halfway point, good, you made progress. Progress is good because progress is what will keep people going on track. When people do things for a set amount of time and they don't make any progress, they quit. They give up. You know? And this kind of thing takes time. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience. And you earn a lot of those things along the way. So you make it to the halfway point, boom. You're able to apply to a different realm of people than you were before. You're applicable. You know what I mean? You're not turning people off and everything like that because you're, as a human being, you've made it to that transitional stage where you're in the middle instead of more on this side. And then given a little bit more time, you're working your way right on back to, you know, whoever she is. You're working hard to make it right back to her, whoever she is. And I'm working hard to make it to her, but I don't know who her is yet, you know? But I don't mind working hard. Whoa, don't man. That was a huge bumblebee. I think it knows I killed its cousin. But anyways, Sadaki, you're saying that identify where you're at. If you're not happy, make the adjustment, make the move, make the change for yourself. You know, whoever's with you, they'll do the same. If they're not, they weren't real to begin with. You know, and know where you're at and know where you want to be. This applies to life. This applies to human beings. This applies to anything. You know, your goal. Where are you at on your journey? Are you still at the beginning? You're still before the beginning. You don't even know where the hell your goal is, where the beginning mark is for your goal, or you see yourself on the pathway on your goal already. But realize, know who you are, where you're at, what you're doing right now, and where it's taking you. And if you're happy, yeah, by all means, stay where you're at. You're happy, and let's just pray that your happiness isn't by way of ignorance or stupidity. You know, if you're genuinely really happy and you know what all the results are, you know where everything's going to lead and take you, and without that I don't give a fuck where it's going to take me mentality, you're okay with it. You're actually okay with this. Then fine. But if you got the I don't give a shit attitude, I can bring as much people down with me as I can. I'm ignorant, I'm blind, I'm stupid, I'm dumb. You know, I'm greedy, I'm hungry, I'm selfish. I no more respect for other people, and you just put people down like that. Then, sir, ma'am, you deserve loneliness. You don't even have the honor or the privilege. You don't even have honor. What am I saying? You're honorless. Even if you're Asian, you are without honor. You know? And you don't deserve anybody. You deserve yourself. To play with yourself. That's all you deserve. If you're that kind of human being, where you're out to just bring people down, you don't even deserve yourself. You deserve to be lost in the Genjutsu world forever. But Saki, you're saying that, don't take that personally, but it's kind of true. I actually kind of mean that, really. But I'll catch you guys later. Stay fun, blast, stay chill, keep and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Shoots!